Hello, my name is Ellie and welcome to your pep talk. So the thing is, sometimes we all need to have a little chat with our mind and just tell it who's boss. And if you've been feeling down, unmotivated, struggling or empty at any point, just keep listening to this because you might just find some things that is helpful for you today. Please forgive the hand gestures, but I'm Italian and that isn't going anywhere. Man, I tell you, I need to hear this much more than I'd like to admit. So let me just start by saying this, that our mind is an incredibly powerful tool, but yet it is just a tool that we must learn to use. It can bring us right down to the bottom of the abyss of desperation, where even the thought of lifting a finger becomes impossible to fathom. It can remind us of all the negative things that have been spoken over us when we were at our weakest, but it can lift our spirits right up and higher above it all and just completely change our perspective of things. It can empower us to do what we set out to do and help us overcome. Now hear me loud and clear, you already have what it takes to overcome what is in front of you. You already possess the strength that is required for the job. You are full of amazing talents. Something you might know, something you might not have discovered yet. You are creative, although you might not agree with me, you might not think you are, because you might think that creativity looks like what this and that person has. But I believe that creativity has been shared evenly among people, and that you just need to find out what it looks like for you, and it might not be what you expect. And if you are wrestling and struggling with this thought, I do have a book recommendation that I'm gonna link down below, so just watch it out. But here's the thing, please don't deny the world or what you have to say, what's inside of you. You have this incredible power of choosing whether or not we get to experience what you've got. So please don't choose to hide it, or worse, to kill it. It would be a terrible choice. I used to think this as a singer. I used to say, what's the point in singing and writing songs and performing when there's hundreds and thousands, millions, I don't know, people that can do it just so much better than me. And the truth was simple, they aren't me, and they can never be me, and I can never ever become them. So the only plausible thing to do is to just be myself, because that's the only person I can be, and that's the only person that no one else can be. So that's what I'm telling you. There is only one person who can sing, can play, can draw, can walk, talk, speak, teach, do anything the way that you do, and that is only you, and only you get to decide whether or not we see that of you. Yes, that's true. A talent needs practice, needs experience, needs watering like a plant before it becomes a skill. But what I'm trying to say is, don't disqualify yourself before the race has even started. Don't remove yourself from the conversation, and don't hide in a cupboard, because what you have is valuable. What you have to say is important, and your life matters and is worth it. Now, if you are still listening to this pep talk, well done. Did you know that pep comes from pepper, the spice? And is it because motivational talks like this are seen as adding spice and flavors and seasoning to life, which I think is a beautiful picture. So what I'm gonna say now is, go to your spice rack and pick up the flavor that you're gonna choose to have today. Don't just live life dull, but go and add the flavor, because your spice rack is full of spices. And I love all things food, so I quite like this metaphor. So tell your mind who's boss. Decide that today is the day that you're going to get up, be the best version of yourself, engage fully with what's in front of you, and use the time that you've been given really well and really wisely. But please remind yourself of who you are all the time, especially when you feel down. And I'd love to tell you more about how I do this in my life, how I am learning to discover who I am, what my talents are, what I like to do, what makes me tick, what makes me rest, etc. And just know that all I share is my own very limited experience and what I found helpful for me. And as I share with you, I remind myself, which means it is already a win. And by the way, I'm not an expert whatsoever. I'm not a life coach, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not nothing. I'm just a friend that is here to cheer you on, to tell you you can do it. You have everything it takes. Just go find out what you can do to make someone's day better and to make your day better. And give yourself a chance. Thank you so much for watching, and if you find this at all helpful or just fun to watch, then just subscribe and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, whatever works for you. This just lets me know that I'm not just talking. Well, I probably am just talking to myself in my lounge. Who knows? Let me know if you enjoyed this. This is from your friend Ellie.